From the time a baby is born, its communication skills are being honed and developed. The mother is constantly talking, cooing and singing to the child in an unconscious bonding ritual which encourages eye contact, smiles and a warm feeling of love and belonging. These are all part of the communication process and prerequisites for the development of language, communication, social skills and emotional empathy. Frequent human contact through touch, talking, singing, cuddling and facial expression helps the baby's brain to develop. These actions actually stimulate the brain to produce chemicals and hormones that contribute to the child's emotional and physical growth. As with all babies, this two-way bonding process is important to a child with Autism Spectrum Disorder, but it is often made more difficult by the child's limited or unusual reactions and the fact that they may focus on other things instead of the mother's face and voice. This disconnection is strongly linked with later difficulty developing language and communication, both verbal and non-verbal. Many children with ASD will have problems with the meaning and rhythm of words and sentences, and may also be unable to understand the significance of social cues, such as body language, facial expression, and the nuances of vocal tones. Some won't develop speech at all. Although not every child with ASD will have a problem speaking and pronouncing words, most have difficulty using language effectively, especially when trying to take part in a conversation. Those who do develop speech may exhibit repetitive or rigid language. They may say things that have no meaning or that seem out of context in the conversation. They may repeat words they've heard over and over, a condition called echolalia. They may say, "Do you want a drink?" to ask for a drink, or say, "Don't you want a drink?" to decline the offer of a drink. Some children with ASD speak in a high-pitched or sing-song or robot-like voice. Some may frequently repeat what they hear on TV programs or commercials at inappropriate times. Some children may be able to deliver an in-depth monologue about a topic that holds their interest, even though they may not be able to carry on a two-way conversation about the same topic. Some have eidetic memories. Others may have musical talents or an advanced ability to count and do maths calculations. About 10% of children with ASD show savant skills, or extremely high abilities in specific areas, such as calendar calculation, music or maths. Many children with ASD develop some speech and language skills, but not to a normal level of proficiency, and their progress is usually uneven. Some may be able to read before the age of 5 years, but they may not comprehend it. Some may have a large written vocabulary, but may not know the meaning of the words or even be able to speak. There is so much variety in the level of ability in language development that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to meeting their needs when teaching communication skills. It will depend on the teacher's powers of observation and intuition, and if possible, employing the assistance of a speech pathologist or other professional therapists who work in the area of speech development. A good place for the teacher to start is to note all the things and activities that the child likes or relates to. Involving these may supply the motivation needed to maintain the child's interest. An enjoyable activity may help the child to build a trusting relationship with the teacher and also provide the enthusiasm and impetus to help the child realise the usefulness of speaking. For example, a child who does not speak loves riding on the swing in the playground. Invent a fun game to play. Stop the swing and hold it still and say "go" until the child says it. Then immediately push the swing again and give praise. Repeat this several times and then wait for the child to initiate "go." Your observations, intuition, imagination and experience may provide all the ideas you need for a good head start. In collaboration with speech therapists and with the assistance of useful resources such as Compic, Boardmaker, photos, drawings, PECs or other augmentative communication systems, flashcards, other visual learning aids, Makaton keyword signing, etc., you should be well equipped for the challenge ahead. Good luck.